fishing. Back at Norton Disney, but this time I'm fishing Turner's Lake. It's back end of April, it's a Sunday, and Billy's and Turner's have been closed all weekend for a social. So I had a bit of a walk around the middle track between Hodgett's and Turner's, chatting to a few people, and they said 12 fish have been out on Turner's Lake all weekend, so it hasn't fished brilliant, but we saw a couple of fish bosh out, and we thought, me and my pal, looking for a spot, that's a good sign, fish are there, and we've dropped in, I think we're in 11 and 12, I think that's what these pegs are, but yeah, it's been a miserable morning. It has absolutely chucked it down solid, but yeah, set the bivvy up first and it was absolutely lathering it down, lashing it down. It really has been a miserable morning, but anyway, it's fined up now. I've got my spots, found some nice spots as well, found the usual sort of opening plan of attack on Turners is find a bit of gravel, found that, and yeah, really pleased with that, and I've put 20 spods over it, got 2 on the deck, and then off the baited area I've got a zig as well, so fingers crossed I can actually catch the first fish for 2023, but I do feel very optimistic because the spot I've found out there was more or less bang in line with where I see that fish jump out, so I thought that's interesting, and yeah, we're here 48 hours and hopefully I can sneak a fish out, but I'll flip the camera around and I'll show you my spots. It's looking lovely out there now, but honestly, setting up, it was lashing down. It was absolutely horrible. Now the spot I found was casting towards them trees there at 17 and a half wraps. A proper big bit of gravel as well, so, and that is more or less where that fish jumped out on me. So hopefully this trip, so walking around, seeing fish, setting up where I'd seen the fish, hopefully I can actually catch one. But yeah, I do feel confident. It's looking lovely out there as well. I mean, check that out. I don't think we'll forecast any more rain today either, which is good. So I'm just going to sort of play about a bit with the rigs, the hook baits, different depths of the zig, and say hopefully this is the trip where it happens and I get paid for all the effort I've put in lately. But yeah, check that out, guys. That is looking lush out there. Really does look good. And this lake's always been good to me. I think out of all the times I've fished this one, I have blanked once. So yeah, better touch wood. So hopefully it doesn't happen this trip, and hopefully we catch a belter. Right, I'm gonna sit, have a cup of tea, watch the water. Hopefully we pop back soon with a nice Norton Disney scaly banger. Now the plan is, it's sort of 3:30 now, is every hour just put a couple of spots over the spot, just 2, which I've just done, and just do that for today. Once we get to last light, obviously stop, don't do it through the night, and then sort of, get all most of my bait applied the first day, and then try and let things settle a bit. But yeah, as of yet, not a beep, nothing, but I am hopeful. I think they're filming they've got the underwater cameras set up, so that peg directly opposite there, which is peg 9, is closed off. I'm not sure whether this will pick it up, but there is the underwater camera. Where are you? You are. There's a marker there about rod length off the bank. I think this camera can quite pick it up, but yeah, I've heard that they've put a lot of bait out as well, so yeah, that's not going to help matters, but get my excuses in early. But yeah, that'll be interesting. I know they tried to film an underwater video last year on petites, but as the fish were coming in, it wasn't successful because each time the fish were coming in, it was sort of on a bit of a gravelly bar, and it was just churning up the bottom as the fish were coming in, clouding up, and the visibility off the camera was terrible. So they're trying again this year. I think they're doing a different spot in Pettit, and say they've got that one here. It's where the collapsed margin, the collapsed bank is around that side. So yeah, it'll be interesting. See if we can actually pull it off. Spoke to the bailiff. He said they've only seen 2 or 3 fish on the camera, so it's a bit steady at the minute. But yeah, it'll be really good for them to film an underwater one and put it out there on YouTube, because I do enjoy watching them. They're pretty awesome. But look at it. It's looking good. Fingers crossed for a bite. 6:30 at night. Finally, the sun's come out. It's fishing tough turners today. I think one fish has been out, and that was the guy casting over towards the corner underwater, filming camera. You can see the post sticking out, and he was probably landing about 3 wraps off that. But the whole trip, it's like northerly winds. The whole time I'm here for 48 hours, so I've sort of set up this side, so I've got that bit of a mound there as the wind's off the back of me, and it offers lots of protection, and it's quite pleasant fishing here. So yeah, I'll probably end up staying here, but who knows? I do sometimes move, but yeah, it's an awkward one really, because I can watch Hodgetts at the back here. If I see loads of fish boshing out and I've not had anything by morning, then it is an option. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'd like to at least sort of give it a good chance on here, because there's some cracking fish in here, and they're slightly bigger in here than they are in Hodgetts as well. So, and I think there's a 40 in here as well, which would be lovely to catch. So I'll just put a couple more spods over my baited area. So fingers crossed something does happen soon. But yeah, I'll keep posted if one of them rods does go ripping off. But failing that, I'll get back to you soon, guys. Well, it's 8 o'clock in the evening now. Not really seeing anything on here. Been stood up on the top bank here chatting to me pal next door. We sort of meet in the middle between us both, and seen quite a few fish on Hodgetts behind us. So yeah, I'm not moving tonight, that's for sure. But I'm sort of thinking, if I'm still camping come 6 in the morning, I might move before all the new anglers come on tomorrow at 7. So yeah, it's a maybe. If I catch one, I'll stay put. If I start seeing a few, I'll stay put. But yeah, they're just showing like dolphins in there. Yeah, I can't move now. It's just too late. It'll be too much of a mad rush to find a spot, get all the kids over, and it's probably dark at, what is it, 20 to 9, something like that. So yeah, it's a tough one, but I'm going to sit it out on here on my baited spot. There's like 30 spods out there, a good baited area, all sweet, 3 rods, good spots, all on gravel. So yeah, decisions, eh? Sometimes we make the wrong ones, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to do any more filming tonight, unless I actually catch one, guys. Failing that, I'll catch back up with you in the morning. Right, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Not had a single bleep. I've only heard a couple of fish this side as well, but in Hodgetts, straight behind me, I've heard loads boshing all night, and I've seen loads as well. So yeah, pitch black out there. I must be absolutely mental, but I'm moving, I'm packing up. So I'm going to drop in the swim straight behind me. It's sort of off that diagonally a little bit. So, but yeah, going to slowly start packing my gear up. Catch back up with you when I'm in the new swim, and then we've got a bit of daylight. Happy days. Right, we're in the new swim. Check that out. We are on Hodgetts. I moved over here about 4 o'clock, started the move. 4:30ish, I just pub chucked all 3 rods, plop, plop, plop. It's 6:30 now. I'm going to find my spots, going to get the leading rod out, see what I can find, see if I can find a nice area, put some spods over it, redo all 3 rods, nice and accurately on the spot, and yeah, definitely keeping one on a zig though, because that's why I've moved on this lake, because there's that many fish showing on top, so I'm going to sort of put a zig probably 3-4 foot off the top and try different depths all day. So hopefully effort equals reward, and I certainly have put the effort in this morning, so yeah, let's see how we get on. Fingers crossed. It's 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm finally fishing properly now. 2 on a spot, zig just off the baited area, and yeah, if I'm honest, I'm absolutely knackered after this morning's shenanigans moving. What a rave it is packing all this kit down and moving, but effort equals reward, and hopefully I've put the effort in and I can sneak something out, but it's looking nice now. But yeah, fingers crossed we can get one. I'll spin the camera around and I'll show you where I've got my new spot. If I'm honest, in this peg there was loads of spots. Sort of at 15 wraps, 10 wraps, there was loads of gravel out there, but this swim on Hodgetts commands quite a lot of water, and I've managed to find a spot at 17 wraps for 2 of my rods, another gravel spot, and it's just them V, that V in that tall, slightly taller tree, and the V there, 17 wraps, and yeah, it's a proper spot as well. So, and I've already had a liner. I'm zoomed in still on the right hand rod, so that is mega promising, because I've put about probably 20 spots out. So yeah, hopefully today something happens and I catch my first fish of the year, because carp fishing at the minute is beating me up big time, but how lovely does that look out there. Right, I'm going to chill out because I need a bit of a rest, and I'll probably have a grandad nap, and hopefully get back soon with a lovely carp. Right, let's check the water temperature this trip. I think the last trip it was 10.9, and this one, look at that, 14. Wow, that has climbed quite a bit. Now hopefully the carp respond to that this trip and I catch something, but yeah, that surprised me, that's jumped up that much. Wow. But there you go. Now all them rains have stopped, the water temperature's finally warming up properly. Happy days. Well, it's 3 o'clock. I've seen 2 fish come out here on here today. A lad directly opposite, not sure if I can pick that bevy up, right in that corner, he's just had one, and the lad right of him there, he had one about 6-7 o'clock this morning. So yeah, it's not for want of trying. I've tried different depths, different colours, wafters, bottom baits, plastic baits, zigs different depths. Yeah, I'm even fishing now the right hand rod, because this wind is hacking into this corner. I found a spot more or less in line with that swim opposite, 6.5 wraps, straight out, bit of gravel. I put 3 spots of pellet over it, and I'm just fishing a little 12mm white pop up on a Ronnie, just thinking, because that wind's pushing into this corner, trying shallow water. It's about 10 foot there rather than where I'm fishing out in the pond, 16 foot. But yeah, I'm certainly having to work hard for me fish this trip. But yeah, that's spring fishing for you. It can be pretty moody at times. It's not a carve up, it's not a bag up session every time you come, but do you know what, I thought I could have sneaked something out. My pal's not had anything either. He's struggling, he's trying everything, different depths, colours, you name it, rigs. So there's 2 of us at it, big time, and it's just not happening. But it's not over till the fat lady sings. I'm here till 10:30 tomorrow. Just hoping. Hopefully that right hand rod, that does the do. That'd be a nice one to go off. It has been pushing into this corner for a bit now, so yeah, that's something, trying something completely different now. But anyway, I'll keep at it, keep bringing the changes, and hopefully something happens soon.
On a £22, what a stunner. Buzzing, first fish of 2023 as well. Check that out, buzzing. What a blank saver, eh? Try not to go below my boots. Check that out. Buzzing. Go on, my darling. Yes.
Absolutely buzzing. Heart's pounding 10 to the dozen. And that was the left hand rod on the zig, just off the baited area, about 4 rod lengths to the left of it. And funny little take, I was just spotting over my margin rod, the one I put down there, put a few spots over, got one bleep on that left hand rod, looked at it, and the stow indicator would just pull tight to the alarm. I'm like, that's bizarre. So you do get some funny takes on zigs. And then one more bleep, I thought, that's a fish. Hit into it, and it fought hard, really hard, and wow, absolutely buzzing. £22, biggest fish I've ever caught out of Hodgetts. So yeah, what a, usually they're like £6-7 average for me in here. Come on here for a blank saver, and oh my days, what a fish for a blank saver. Buzzing. Sorted the fish out in the sling, wrapped it up, and got that straight back out there. So hopefully, you never know, we might be greedy and might sneak another one. So they can come like buses in here. I've noticed that when people catch one, they get the rod back out and often sneak another one. So yeah, that's definitely something you've got to do. My pal, he's lost one as well, so we could be on that point where something just changes, and then fish just switch on. But yeah, super exciting, buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Wow. But yeah, check that out. It's about 5, 6 o'clock now, so there's plenty of light left, plenty of time to sneak another one out, but I'm not being greedy. I don't care. We've had that first fish of 2023. Buzzing! Yes! Happy days. One thing I didn't mention when I was playing that fish, it's quite shallow in the edge there, so I got in the water to net it and play it, and schoolboy error. The water went over my boat, and it was proper flooding it. That's the inner thermal sock of my boat on the barra drying. And, and on that wrapping stick is my sock. So yeah, all good fun, eh? Never mind, I'm not moaning at all, because I am still on cloud nine with that fish. And what a fish it was! Absolute stunner, golden colours, and £22. Unbelievable. Especially when I think my average in here is probably about £7. So yeah, that's the biggest fish I've ever caught from this one, from Hodgetts Lake. So buzzing with that. But yeah, I am absolutely made up. I think I'm going to put a couple of spods out, chill out, watch the water, and yeah, just soak up the moment, because boy, have I put the effort in to catch this fish, that fish this trip. Moving at 4 in the morning, mental when most people are still zedding. But effort certainly does equal reward. And how many times do you move and it pays off? It does seem to work quite a lot. So yeah, gonna kick back, chill out, and I'll get back to you soon.
Right, zig rod again. Probably only about an hour after the last one. This time, £13. They all fly like mad in here, don't they? Check that out. What's it? Do the other side. Waited all day for this to happen. And it happens twice. What's it? Right. Check that out. Thank you, my love. What's it?
Well, I am proper out of breath now. Rods are back out, all sweet. And this time, that was the zig again, about 9 foot. And this time, instead of the shady usual zig bite, it was one bleep and just went. I was just going to do some spotting over the baited area. I literally had to sling the spud rod to one side and straight on it. So I am proper hearts pounding 10 to the dozen. I am buzzing. So 22 and a 13. Wow. Made up. The blanking spell is finally over, and hopefully this is it now. The season started properly for me, and I'll start getting into a few again. That's how it usually goes. Once I get that first one under my belt, you get a bit of a routine, a bit of a pattern going, and you start catching a bit more consistent. So yeah. Anyway, you can probably tell I'm over the moon, buzzing with that, and yeah, I'm gonna chill out. So it's 7:20. Still got another hour of light left, so there's every chance I could sneak another one out, but I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered at all. It's been a brilliant session, so, and I'm made up. But yeah, it's looking good, and fingers crossed for another one. Buzzing. It's 8:45 now. It's gone very, very quiet. Fish aren't boshing out anymore. Sun's setting. Let me spin round and show you the Turner's Lake at the back there. So glad I moved, because the two lads that dropped in straight behind us, well, a couple of hours later, they've not caught anything either. Yeah, there you go. So that's a 360 view from my swim. But, right, not going to do any more filming tonight, unless one of them rods goes ripping off. I'm going to get tucked in my sleeping bag and hopefully get woken up first light for a big fat carp. Happy days. Look at that for a glorious morning. It is absolutely freezing this morning. It's, I mean, literally wasn't expecting that. The mat is white, the biv is white. We've had a proper frost. It really has been cold. The left hand zig rod, 2 o'clock this morning, couple of bleeps, went out, and the bobbin was laid right down, massive drop back, hit into it, playing a carp for absolutely ages, got it under my rod tips there, just playing it up, down, it just would not come up for that gulp of air to get it to give up, and yeah, it was just up, down, up, down, up, down. Really was fighting hard, and it really was a pretty fish, and the up pulled. So yeah, that was interesting at 2 o'clock, and had to get the zig rod back out on my spot, but took a few casts in the dark. It's always hard in the dark. But yeah, it's say 5:30 now. I've just redone it to make sure it's sweet and back in the zone. So it's been an eventful night, that's for sure. But yeah, check that out. That sun will rise soon. Defrost everything, warm the place up. I'm here for another 5 hours, so there's still plenty of time to sneak one out. But yeah, I was gutted about losing that one last night. Even though I've had to, you're just losing any fish. It's always gutting it, but especially playing it for so long, it's like I can't even explain why the hook come out. I didn't relax on the rod. You know, you've got to keep steady pressure when you're fishing barbless hooks. But yeah, bizarre. But it happens. It does happen. But yeah, I'm just gonna put kettle on, chill out, and watch the morning wake up. Happy days.
It's like a block of ice. It's middle rod, bottom bay. This one's shot off. Little 12mm white one. First one off the bottom this trip. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning now. This fish is freezing. It feels like a block of ice. I'll just show you the other side. Oh my days. Come on. Oh, check that out. Right, get it back. Get kettle on and warm up a bit. Buzzing. Fish number 3. 4 runs, 3 fish. Thank you, my love.
What a session this has turned out to be. Absolutely made up. Truly am. 4 runs, 3 fish. And even managed to sneak one from the middle rod off the bottom as well. So yeah, buzzing. Not a massive one, but sort of for me that's the average sort of size I catch on here, sort of 6, 7, 8 pound out of odd jits. But yeah, can't grumble at all. It's a 22, a 13 and and that one was probably about 6, wasn't it? But yeah, look at that, what a glorious morning. Sun is shining. It has been proper cold through the night, but yeah, it's lovely now. Gonna chill out. Got 3.5 hours left, so you never know. Rods are redone. I've put 3 spods over the baited area, seeing as one's come off my baited patch. So if I've had fishing, feeding, I might have wiped out a lot of that bait. So I thought I'll just top it up, 3 spods, and we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed for one more. About 30 minutes left. Most of the kit's on the barra there. Still got the bivvy up, a few little bits, but yeah, rods are still out. There. And there is a chance I could sneak another one out, but I'm not going to be greedy. I'm not bothered if I don't catch another one. It's been an epic session. It's been absolutely awesome. Finally caught the first fish of 2023 as well, so it's onwards and upwards now. No more camping, it's carping, so happy days. I'd like to thank everybody who's subscribed to the channel lately. It's all greatly appreciated, guys. I appreciate all the comments, all the likes, all the subscribers. It really does make me day, and it's coming along nicely. I'm truly humbled that people hit that subscribe button. I truly am. I will put a subscribe button there. If you could hit the button, subscribe to my channel, it's greatly appreciated, everybody. I should be out again in about 2 weeks' time. I'm planning on going on Birch as long as he doesn't shut it again. But yeah, failing that, I'll come back here. But yeah, right, no more waffling. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, tight lines. See you on the next one.